I believe the king is open to the views of the people. He's always said it in his speeches. But what is happening on the ground here, there are no marches. In fact, there's only arson, looting, and abuse of the people, coercing Mswati to join them in destroying buildings and strategic businesses that sustain the economy of the people.
Are you saying that the people who have died have not been killed by the security forces of Eswatini? They've been killed by other people outside? Are you at least acknowledging that there are people who have been killed?
I am saying to you that foreign mercenaries have invaded the kingdom, hired by these people with this agenda. They are carrying out the most heinous of attacks, and they've set up roadblocks in police uniform and army uniform, infiltrating the citizens and sending videos of themselves attacking innocent citizens. The order of shoot to kill did not come.
Good morning, Zambia. Good morning, Africa. And welcome yet again to another update on Swaziland. The latest coming out of Swaziland is that the government of Swaziland, or the kingdom of Swaziland, that is led by the brutal King Mswati. He's brutal because so far 50 people have been killed, they have been massacred. Some of them have been shot dead in their homes and on their streets. This king is blaming foreigners for the chaos that he has caused and the chaos that is happening in his country. The latest that we have heard from the Times of Eswatini, that is the government mouthpiece, the government paper. It's like the Times of Zambia here in Zambia, or the Daily Mail. These are government controlled newspapers that report news that is in favor of the government, or news that tries to deceive the people into believing a narrative that is being told by the government of the day. And that is what is coming from the Times of Eswatini. The Times of Eswatini reports that this chaos, or this looting and killing that is going on in Swaziland, is being carried out, believe it or not, they are blaming the EFF of South Africa. The government is blaming the EFF of South Africa and some MPs. And this was confirmed yesterday by one of the princesses of Swaziland. I don't know what that girl's name is, but that girl is a liar. She lied through her teeth when she was interviewed on Focus on Africa, BBC's Focus on Africa. This girl is telling the world that the chaos and the killing of innocent Mswati is being carried out by foreign mercenaries. She's saying that these foreign mercenaries are the ones who are putting on uniforms of Eswatini soldiers or the Eswatini army and putting on police uniforms of the Eswatini police and is killing people. She says foreign mercenaries are the ones who are inciting the chaos and violence that is going on in Swaziland. That is a blue lie. And I want to call upon fellow Africans, fellow Zambians, to rise in solidarity and condemn the killing and the massacres that are going on in Swaziland before the issue of this massacre, or before this massacre blows out into proportion, like the way it happened in Rwanda. In Rwanda, when the killing started, people just say, how many have been killed? 50, it's okay. The next day, it was 100. Before we knew it, almost 1 million Rwandans had died because Africans and the world in general took a casual approach to the killing of innocent people in a particular country. In that country, that was Rwanda in 1994. Today, in 2021, we have a similar issue. Though it's not a conflict between two tribes, but this is a conflict between the army of the king or the king's men and the people of Eswatini who are fighting for the right to choose their own democratic leaders. That is what the fight in Eswatini is all about. The Mswati people have been ruled from 1973. They have been ruled by a monarchy. There is no freedom of expression, association, and democracy in Eswatini. There has never been. The whole of Africa has moved on since 1964, with the last independent country being recorded in 1994, that is South Africa. Today it is the same South Africa that this girl or princess or daughter of Mswati is blaming South Africans for causing chaos in Eswatini by sending so-called mercenaries. And he blames the EFF, a political party led by Julius Malema in South Africa. He's blaming this political party, EFF, for causing anarchy and chaos and killing innocent Mswati. So if that is the case, where is the Swazi army? Where is the Swazi police? And where is SADC? Because SADC is a regional body, an organization which even has a directorate of security, which is meant to look after issues or look into issues that concern lives or issues that concern conflicts. They've got a conflict directorate in SADC. Has that conflict directorate issued any statement condemning the killing of innocent people in Swaziland? It has not. Has the African Union, you call it the African Union, I call it an onion because it makes Africans cry. Whenever Africans are under attack, whenever Africans are being repressed and oppressed by homegrown dictators, the African Union is always silent on those issues because it's an old boys club. It's a club of old people who do not care about the lives of Africans. A club that would sell its own people to the Chinese. A club that has sold its own people to foreign interests. So what we are saying is that we need an all-round African solidarity. Don't expect the United Nations to talk about this issue. Don't expect the European Union to talk about this issue. Don't expect the United States to talk about this issue. Don't even expect the African Union and SADC to talk about this issue. Because why? They are in bed with Mswati. These people have no friends. They only have business partners. The United States, the EU, the African Union, the United Nations, they are in business Mswati. They are dealing with him with diamonds and name it all. They cannot jeopardize their business interests in Swaziland because the ruling power in Swaziland is the king. He gives them good business. And so they have good relations with him. What reason do they have to condemn him? The people who have to condemn the act of massacre that is going on in Swaziland is you and me, ordinary Africans. Because if we can't stand up for ourselves, if we can't show solidarity for ourselves, who is going to show solidarity for us? Today it is Swaziland. Tomorrow it might be Malawi. Tomorrow it might be Zambia. The other day it might be South Africa. It might be Mozambique. It might be Angola. It might be Congo. It might be Tanzania. Because in all these countries, we've got leaders who have sold their people out into slavery. That is what is called neocolonialism. The new colonialism. They don't sell you out in chains, no. They just sell your country's resources to foreigners. Those foreigners, they come in, they set up industries, they set up hypermarkets and shopping malls. And you, the only result you have is to work from 6 to 6 in those shopping malls as slaves. You are not a shareholder or a stakeholder in your country. You are simply a slave. And the Mswati have refused to be slaves in their own country. And they have stood up to the king and told him to say, Mswati, time is up, you must go. And Mswati has launched the army now to massacre his own people. And Africa is silent in the face of this massacre. Africa is silent. You only hear Africa, I said it yesterday, you only hear Africa when George Floyd is killed by a white policeman in the United States. Then you hear Africa wake up. You only hear Africans rise to condemn an issue in the Gaza Strip where the Palestinians have been at war with the Israelis for I don't know how many centuries. We care more about the struggles of other people who do not care about our struggles. When are we going to start caring about each other? So I wanted to update you on this issue, and I'm going to attach 1 or 2 videos that were sent to me by comrades who are inside Swaziland. I can't mention their names here because as we speak, they are being hunted down by the military. These are very, very sad videos. Very sad videos. One of them actually shows Swazi soldiers. And let the princess, whatever her name is, that girl, let her deny that these are actually Swazi soldiers and not EFF wearing Swazi. EFF doesn't have that capacity to send an army of mercenaries into Swaziland. Yes, they are militant, but they don't have that capacity or audacity to send an army into Swaziland. Those are Swazi soldiers. This video shows Swazi soldiers breaking into a home of women, ladies, young ladies. Broke into a home of young ladies, beat up the ladies, threw them outside the house, and whipped their faces. It's a brutal video. I just don't have the means to attach it to this live stream, but I'm going to attach it to the live video that I'm going to share on my YouTube channel. So right after this video, go to YouTube and type Mainda Smatter. Type Mainda Smatter on YouTube. You're going to see the name come and videos come. I'm going to attach that video, that brutal video showing Swazi soldiers breaking into a home of ladies. I don't know if they raped those ladies, whatever they did is possible because soldiers are uncontrollable. They just become animals when they are let loose. So I'm going to attach that video to my YouTube video which I'm going to upload right after this stream. And I want you to watch that video and tell me if those are not Swazi soldiers. Those are Swazi soldiers. I'm also going to attach another video of Swazi police shooting randomly. They are in a vehicle, that vehicle is moving on the highway, and they are shooting randomly at people who are in their houses. That is the brutality that is there. Vehicles have been burnt. Innocent people's vehicles have been burnt by soldiers. Shopping malls and shopping places and shops have been broken into by soldiers. And they are blaming the EFF and foreign mercenaries from South Africa. Quite all right, yes, we know the history of South Africa is that South Africa has been known to export mercenaries into Zimbabwe. They have been known to export mercenaries into Angola. At one time, South African soldiers even attacked Zambia during the reign of Kenneth Kaunda. May his soul rest in peace. We are actually in a 21-day period of mourning for late President Kenneth Kaunda. It is established that South African government, the apartheid government, sent mercenaries to attack Zambian camps for the ANC in Zambia during the liberation days. So South Africa, yes, it has been known to export mercenaries, but not now. Not now. The princess of Swaziland is claiming to say foreign mercenaries and the EFF are the ones that are responsible for causing chaos, sending soldiers or dressing up as eswatini soldiers and policemen and killing Mswati. What a ridiculous excuse. I don't think anybody who's got 5 senses can believe that excuse that is coming from the princess. We know she's the daughter of the Mswati, and it's in her own right and in her best interest for her to support the father. Because when Mswati falls, and Mswati must fall, that should be the rallying call. Mswati must fall. And when Mswati falls, all those concubines of his, all those 26 wives he has, including this girl, this princess who thinks she's not better than anyone, they are going to become commoners. And that's what she's afraid of. She's afraid of becoming a commoner. But she's going to become a commoner because Mswati's reign in that country is soon coming to an end. And she's going to become a commoner. She has enjoyed the luxury of being born with a golden spoon from the time she was born up to now. She's never known hunger. She's never known how it is to be without a job because Daddy, King Mswati, has done everything for her. And now she's lying to the world, lying to BBC to say that Mswati is open to dialogue. Mswati is so arrogant, open to dialogue. He's never been open to dialogue. He looks at the people of Eswatini as subjects, as children that he can rule over with an iron fist. And he doesn't lend them any ear, no matter how they cry. So Mswati must fall, and that's the update that I brought to you. The killing, the massacre of the Mswati has continued. The internet is still shut down. The curfews are still on. The police and the army are still roaming the streets of Swaziland, killing and shooting indiscriminately. And I'll share the video on YouTube, which I attach. And you look for my YouTube channel, Mainda Swatter. Watch that video. I'll be coming to you more with updates on the situation on Swaziland, and I urge you to share this stream as much as you can so that Africa knows about it and rises to condemn the anarchy and the massacre of innocent Africans like you and me that is going on in Swaziland, simply because these people want democracy. They want to rule themselves. They want to elect their own governments like the rest of us. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you next time.